people? This your boy P. Ross, and I'm back. Shout out to the homeboys that drink beer through a straw. You know what I'm saying? Stay up. Got something else for y'all. The Beautiful Experience by Prince and the NPG. This was a musical film. Okay, and I've heard some very, very, very bad things about this film. I heard how bad the film was. Some people think the film is great. There's like a real indecisiveness about this album, and it's crazy. I even had a conversation with a guy comparing this to 3 Chainz of Gold. The film 3 Chainz of Gold. 3 Chainz of Gold is not my favorite. You know what I'm saying? I thought 3 Chainz of Gold was kind of corny. I'll easily pick The Beautiful Experience over that. Musically, it's great, but it's starring Nona Gaye. She playing a character named Jan. You know, it seemed like she's like alienated from the world. You know what I'm saying? And she comes across this thing on the computer. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost, if you really look at The Beautiful Experience, it was more of like things to come for the future when this was released in '94. I don't know, and I'm not for sure how many artists were actually like posting videos on the web and all that. I know you had a few, it wasn't a whole lot. But if you really look at the tech that was actually used in The Beautiful Experience, it's the same things going on now with like music videos, you know, and stuff of that nature. So Prince was really ahead of his time when he did this, you know, and like I really can't see, like, I know it was all set up, you know what I'm saying, for it to look like it was actually her on the computer doing it and the videos were coming through the computer. But back then we had like 56K modems and didn't nothing really come through that clear back then. So, you know, unless you were one of them guys, you know, who had that paper. Me, I didn't have that paper. I had to deal with a 56K modem. That's just me. Okay, dial up. So, but The Beautiful Experience is a very interesting video. Nona Gaye plays Jan. She's an alienated woman. Basically, she's what I think a lot of people are in this world. Like, sometimes you don't know what you want to do with your life, and you may find yourself in this rut, and you may need to find yourself. And I think that her watching this video actually made her come out of that shell. So the first song that was performed was interactive, and this particular interactive was the same interactive that was in the actual video game that came out, the interactive experience, when you first put the disc in back then. I think this was that particular video, but it was cut short, and then it cut to where he did Days of Wild. There have been so many versions of Days of Wild. My favorite version of Days of Wild actually appears on the Crystal Ball set on disc 3, track 1. But they all are great. It's a great song. I wouldn't recommend the studio version. I don't really like the studio version that much. But Days of Wild live is great. Not only that, there's a version of Days of Wild that came out a few years ago, live in Montreal. If y'all didn't check that out, check that out. But that's hot. And then there's a remix of Come. But what also makes... Okay, I'll wait till I get to the track listing. But there's a remix of Come, which is pretty good. Then you have Race. I love everything about this video in this film. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Race is so funky. And again, like I said in the last video, okay, this is Prince at his lyrical best. It's my opinion. Then you got Acknowledge Me, which was on, I believe, the first configuration of the Gold Experience, along with Interactive. Acknowledge Me is always a banger, a great track. And here go another one of my favorites that was in this film. Pheromone. You know, and in between all this, she's having like different emotions and different feelings, like when different tracks come on. It's kind of weird. You know, she talk about peanut butter cookies, and it is the dialogue and the script is kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's Prince. That's what he do. Pheromone, again, one of my favorite tracks, and the video just expresses, you know, everything that's basically in the song perfectly. Then he did a cover of Graham's The Jam, and this is what I found very, very funny. He did Shh, right? So Nona Gaye was like, well, Jan, Nona, she was feeling a certain kind of way, you know, and I guess the song made her a little bit horny. You know what I mean? And you know, she got on the couch, she grabbed the pillow, started kissing it and caressing it, and basically masturbating. You know, that was kind of funny to me. And then she would get up, go look at the computer while he's singing it, and go back to the couch. And then get up, look at the computer, go back to the couch. So then when the song was over, it cut to Loose. Okay? Which I think is great. But what was so crazy about Loose was at the end of Loose, she was still on the couch through the whole song. So she had done her thing and got off of whatever she did, you know. And then after Loose, he performed Papa. Well, it wasn't really, it was Papa, the video. Papa, again, is another song that it actually makes you think about yourself. You know, when I think and I listen to Papa, you know what I'm saying, there's always some type of different revelation that I think about when I listen to this song. And then apparently she had got her self-esteem, you know what I'm saying, on the computer. She asked, what is the beautiful experience? Then it cut to the most beautiful girl in the world video. Alright, then she started, her self-esteem started coming, you know, and she started feeling better about herself. You know what I'm saying? From the beginning of the video, where it looked like she was just an alienated person, to the point to where the most beautiful girl in the world, she kind of woke up and said, yo, you know, I am somebody. You understand what I'm saying? So at that point, Most Beautiful Girl in the World is a great song anyway. You know what I'm saying? I think that would make any woman who listens to that feel great about themselves. You know, video is great as well. Then it ends with Now. One of my favorite songs off of the Gold Experience. This is another song that lyrically, you know what I'm saying, Prince kind of stood out to me as far as rapping. You know, so it was hot. But what's really so strange is that this particular video was not released in the US. It was released overseas. I believe the first version that I ever saw was from Japan. And it had like the little weird lettering at the bottom or whatever, for whatever station it was, whatever, over in Japan. But I know it was released overseas. But what's also so strange about this, while Come was released under Prince, everything in this video off of Come, Race, Pheromone, Loose, Papa, in the video, it was all contributed to the symbol. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of weird to me, you know what I'm saying? But, and also the video was directed by the artist, the symbol. Okay? Overall, it is kind of goofy. But overall, if you like good music and you can actually understand like the plot of the story, the way Prince is trying to tell it and trying to portray it, and the way Nona Gaye is like acting it out, it's actually pretty good. Way better than 3 Chainz of Gold. Sorry. Way better than 3 Chainz of Gold home video. It's my opinion. But anyway, it's your boy P. Ross. Thanks again to all the new subscribers and everybody who come out, check out our videos, watch our stuff, comment on our stuff. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that, you know. So I'm out. Peace.